Where the four winds blow and it's 5 miles wide, where a 6-gun rules and a man can't hide. A man can play and a man can win. Lucky Luke rides again. Lucky Luke, born to ride, with a 6-gun by his side. Lucky Luke, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There's a man who waits over yonder hill, and when he shoots to kill. But he don't know that it's the end. Lucky Luke will ride again. Lucky Luke, born to ride, with a 6-gun by his side. Lucky Luke, here's to you. On the dusty trail, neath the western sky, where the sun shines hard enough to fry, a cowboy's dream must never end. Lucky Luke rides again. Lucky Luke, born to ride, with a 6-gun by his side. Lucky Luke, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Lucky Luke, born to ride, with a 6-gun by his side. Lucky Luke, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Lucky Luke, born to ride, with a 6-gun by his side. Lucky Luke, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Here they come. This has got to be one of the most important meetings in the history of the West. The great Indian chief Prairie Dog is about to sign a peace treaty with the United States of America, allowing the settlers who wanted to push west to cross Ute territory. In return, the pioneers are agreeing not to hunt buffalo on Indian land. you have it. That's how peace came about between the white man and the Indian in the Arizona Territory.
Martha? Martha, come! Look! A flower!
It's a daisy.
Why, so it is. This must be fertile land at last. We shall settle here and build a town.
We'll call it Daisy Town.
Come on, folks. We got work to do.
And so the good folks start building themselves a town. And everyone is glad to lend a hand.
Oh, Zacharias?
Well, almost everyone.
Hey, looky there.
Performance.
Ow! Hey, come on.
how Daisy Town came to be. And where there's a town, there are saloon girls.
Well, it's mighty good to be here, and it's mighty good to see that you've all come out to meet my dance hall dollies and me. Once you pass those swinging doors, you're gonna shine like the moon at Lotta Lakes Hotel and the Palace Saloon. If it's entertainment that you want, come on down.
Hey, it's Lotta Lakes and the girls!
We got country singers and gunslingers all singing the same tune at Lotta Lakes Hotel and the Palace Saloon.
And where there's saloons, there's fights. And where there's fights, there's outlaws. And the good people who built the town lived in fear. Gunfights came easy in the West. Fellers seemed to get shot faster than they had time to die from typhoid or even snake bite. You know, in the Old West, gun control meant hitting what you aim at. So it wasn't long before a good town went bad, and the richest man in town was the undertaker and his pet bird. But every once in a while, a man comes along who's as big as his dream, who fights for law and order and tries to make the world a better and safer place to be. Of course, it helps that he's the fastest gun in the West, faster than his own shadow. That man is Lucky Luke. I should know. I'm his trusty white horse, Jolly Jumper, and he's my cowboy.
Look up, look up.
Yes, one more. Don't you know you've been interfering in old Hank's song? And if you do, maybe me and you could be singing our own love song. So put your pistol back in your holster, partner, right back where it belongs. So you say your cactus cutie up and left you. So you come waltzing in and cuss and fuss. Well, that's no reason to go shooting up my chandelier. And that's no reason why you should go take it out on. Hey, put your pistol back in your holster, partner, back where it belongs. Don't you know you've been interfering in old Hank's song? And if you do,
All right.
Hi, Ace.
Luke,
I see you're still cheating at cards.
I thought you was in Cheyenne.
I was.
Hey, put your pistol back in your holster, partner, back where it belongs. Don't you know you've been and if you do, we sing our own love song. So put your pistol back in your holster, partner, right back where it belongs. Thought you were in Laramie,
I was.
but not anymore.
Nope.
Still talk a lot?
I like your song. Still take requests?
Depends on who's asking.
I am.
Hey, put me down, you buffalo!
You heard the lady, cowboy.
Out of my way, mister.
Isn't this where we left off?
What do you say we step outside?
No, this is where we left off.
I'm sorry.
I was talking to you, stranger.
This town could use a little law and order. Where's the sheriff?
What, Sheriff?
They tarred and feathered him a month ago.
Fourth one this year.
Yeah, we sure don't have a sheriff.
Well, you do now.
What?
Who?
Him.
Well, where's my office?
The end of town.
Hey, what about our shootout?
We don't allow them in Daisy Town no more.
Yeah.
There's only one man can shoot like that. That there's Lucky Luke.
Guess this one's got my name on it.
to just the right temperature.
Hey, looky here. We got an outlaw tar and feather.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Did you hear that? Yeah. You wouldn't do that. Who's gonna stop us?
Me?
Shucks, you weren't doing no harm. We were just trying to enjoy ourselves. Yeah. Have fun.
Blue cleared the town of its bad element, all right.
What are you doing?
Got rid of the card players and the rustlers, and stopped the gunplay on Main Street. Well, I believe we got company. Bad company. And look who's sleeping. Have to do everything myself. Everybody up. Up and at 'em. Banks are open.
Drop your gun.
A little to your right, Luke. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. We have target.
You're under arrest. Nobody robs a bank while I'm sheriff.
Yeah. Now I know why they call you Lucky.
I see we got a new sheriff. Wonder how long he's gonna be around.
You don't have to worry about him. That cowpoke can shoot faster than his own shadow. I'm not kidding. I saw him do it, right over there in the saloon. That's Lucky Luke.
Sure it is. Who are you, his new deputy?
Yeah, I am.
And how come you ain't over there with him?
I was just heading there. What's his hat? I'd like to give you a hand, Sheriff. Be your deputy, maybe. I've been following your career, and I know you're the best there is. But if you come up against a pack of thieves...
All right.
You mean I can be your deputy? Well, I want Saturdays off. And I always take my mother fishing every Friday afternoon.
Is that all right?
And pretty soon the good people of Daisy Town got their town back.
Sure, Mom. I'll be home for supper. Now look before crossing the street. Going fishing, Sheriff?
Yep.
Can I ride Jolly Jumper?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Nice Guy. And I'm the one that has to do all the work. Let's get the whole school up here, why don't we? Daisy Town went back to being a quiet little town, all right. But not everybody was pleased, for business was down, down, down. And a lot of legs even stopped singing. And the sheriff had plenty of time to go fishing.
We'll have fried fish tonight, Jumper.
Wouldn't happen to have a bale of hay on you, would you? Look, I've got a better idea. Let's go for a nice long ride and stretch our legs and maybe chase some pretty little mares. Oh, no. I don't like the sound of this at all. Luke? Luke! I hate snakes. Anytime, Luke. Anytime now. Now watch your fingers. That's my cowboy.
You scared my horse. I wouldn't mess around with Jumper if I were you.
You scared me? No.
There you go.
stop that. Those are my beans.
Well, excuse me. Here, I'll put them back.
Get up.
Oh, you poor little thing. Oh, those lips and those ears. Oh, yeah. Oh, mighty, mighty fine. How about a little kiss, huh?
Come on.
What?
Come on, sleepyhead.
What time is it? Let's go. Who are we? Where are we? Why? I don't know.
This is no time for dreaming. Duty calls.
And maybe not so tight this time.
Down. Lower.
I think I'm gonna throw up. West. Where's West? Peace and tranquility never last very long. Daisy Town faced a new threat. The Daltons were on their way. The Daltons, the scourge of the West. Joe Dalton. William Dalton. Jack Dalton.
Why are we going to Daisy Town if Lucky Luke is there? He's only going to put us in jail like he always does.
And Averill Dalton.
No, he isn't, Averill! Because we're going there to get Lucky Luke!
Say hiya, partners, hiya, corners on. Circle to the left, go around the hall. Walk all around, let them gals see. Saw you on the south. Then promenade, go to my dude. Hey, what's my rent to do? Promenade to my dude. Walk around, and when you get back home. Four ladies sitting back to the bar for check to make their right and wrong. Now back for the left, keep going for big partners, partners, arm around. Star promenade, go around the left. Star promenade, go around the ring, then you get back home. Then back right up and circle to the south. Get a little moonshine in your mouth. Around the corner, take your head. Back around the corner, don't be late. Do a lap, double dance, come back, run to a do-side-do. Promenade, go walking around.
Let me see this. He's embarrassed. I love to watch this stuff. The Daltons' horses have conditioned reflexes. Whatever town they're in, they'll stop either at the bank or at the saloon. Of course, they don't always get their priorities right.
Not the bank, the saloon.
Not bad for a cowboy.
This magic moment, while your lips are close to mine, will last forever.
The Daltons.
Guess that old magic still works around here. Give me a drink. I want your best whiskey.
Yes, Mr. Dalton.
You better be reaching for a bottle.
Yes, Mr. Dalton.
Meet your honey, pat her on the head.
She don't like biscuits, feed her cornbread. I didn't know you were such a good dancer.
The Daltons.
Gee, what a boring town. Music. That's what we need, music. April.
Oh, goody.
Cut it out, April.
How you doing, Joe?
Lucky Luke.
Oh, hi, Mr. Luke. You remember me? I'm Averill. And this is my brother, William. And this is my brother, Jack. And my brother...
Shut up, Averill. What do you want, Luke?
To take you back to jail, as usual.
See, Joe, I told you. I told you.
If you're looking for a showdown with Joe Dalton, you better think twice. Care to match that, cowboy?
Nope.
Here, boys.
Right, Joe. Right, Joe. Right, Joe.
Right, Joe?
Put it on your head, numbskull. Way to go, Joe!
Way to go, Joe.
What a shot.
Can you top that, Luke?
Nope.
What can you do?
I can take you back to jail. Now that you wasted all your bullets.
Gee, that was a pretty smart trick, wasn't it, Joe?
Shut up, April. No, you can't. You ain't taking us nowhere. We got amnesty.
Amnesty for the Daltons.
Here. Because of the overcrowding of the jails, due to the number of new prisoners from Daisy Town, the inmates who have been here the longest will be set free.
We're out free and clear, law-abiding citizens.
Go near that bank, and you go right back where you came from.
We don't do banks anymore.
Hold it right there.
You're under arrest.
So now you're arresting people for depositing money in banks. No wonder the prison is full.
That's a deposit?
You better keep your hands up. This feller is dangerous.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. Don't you think you're being a little hard on him?
Hard? On a Dalton?
No wonder this town's dead. The way you treat visitors. So when the saloon will close, because nobody's there. The bank will close, because nobody's making any money. Luke here's scaring everybody off. Mayor, he's ruining Daisy Town. I think I'll make my deposit at Rattlesnake Gulch. Boy.
He might be right, Luke. Everything has been a little too slow lately.
I can't believe you folks. Where do you think he got the money to deposit?
Indians! Indians! I've been shot at by Apaches! I tried to make it across the reservation last night, but they shot at me!
Indians! Indians! But we have a peace treaty, and they haven't attacked anybody in years.
It wasn't Indians.
What?
This isn't an Indian arrow.
See, oh, it's mainly full. Well, therefore, what is covering the security more to the west?
The west?
Actually, east, west of Canton. May my venerable friend greet his ancestors on my behalf, if he gets the chance, which he will. Oh,
My hats! Look at my hats! They're all ruined! My hats are ruined! My merchandise is all wrecked! Who's gonna buy this? I mean, look at this! Who's gonna buy this? Discount. I know, discount. Special sale on hats. Discount sale on hats. Oh, sorry, Bowler, but business is just business. I'm ruined. Who'd have thought Indians would have attacked?
It's not Indians.
Huh?
Indians believe that a warrior killed at night will spend eternity in darkness. Indians don't attack at night.
That's a new one.
Sure did like your speech, Joe.
Yeah, good speech, Joe. When are we gonna get lucky, Luke?
You already are, Jack. First we see him run out of Daisy Town, humiliated, because the whole town turned against him. Then we waste him. Not like that, Averill. That's not the way you do it.
I'm sure getting tired of robbing stagecoaches, Joe.
Wouldn't it be better to do a bank? Then we wouldn't have to work so much.
Well, Lucky Luke is gone. We brought the bank, the saloon, the general store. We take anything in Daisy Town we want. Averill, no self-respecting Ute warrior will go around looking so stupid.
Ugh.
Two Feathers, I told you, you looked stupid. What exactly do you think you're doing?
We white brothers want to make friends with red brothers. Understand?
Yes. Very well.
See? There he goes again.
Think you can find your way out of the territory?
Yeah. Well, then get. Better believe we ain't never coming back.
Good.
It's the only place we've ever been.
Right. Tell your outlaw friend.
Luke, can I talk to you?
Sure.
You want to ride a bit?
Yep.
Okay.
This is gonna be trouble.
The girls have been wanting me to talk to you. No one goes to the saloon anymore. Everybody's afraid of getting arrested.
Well, if they behave themselves, they won't.
Well, that's just the point. Maybe you're making Daisy Town a little too good.
What? She's saying the town's boring, cowboy. And she's right. We haven't had a decent gunfight in weeks.
Well, a town that's too clean starts to die. You gotta have a little life. Helps the economy.
I'm just enforcing the law.
Maybe you shouldn't enforce it quite so much.
You mean be a good sheriff just part of the time?
Yeah.
I can't do that, Lotta.
That's my cowboy.
What do you think we should do to them? Let them burn over slow fire? Impersonating it is a serious offense. Put them in a buffalo stampede.
Oh, stop that. We were just dressing like you so we could warn you about them settlers. You don't know what they're going to do to you. Don't you see? That lucky Luke in Daisy Town. They're taking over the prairie. You know, oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
Nice singing, Joe.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
Where the buffalo roam.
Well, the buffalo are gonna roam, all right. Down in Arapaho country.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. How often at night, when the heavens are bright with light from the glittering stars, have I stood there amazed and asked as I gazed if their glory exceeds that of ours.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. The buffalo are gonna roam, all right, down in Arapaho country. The sky! You're not even gonna see the sky anymore when the white man's civilization comes. White man's progress is the end of the prairie for you folks. And that's just the beginning, my Ute brothers.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
No war. Not yet. I have to think about this first. First we call powwow.
If you keep up the way you're going, you're not gonna have a town anymore. What Daisy Town needs is progress, growth, civilization.
But Joe, didn't you just say...
Shut up, April. Business is down. There's no tourists. There's no growth. This town is dying. And he's the one who's doing it.
Luke. Don't take them so seriously. Look, you're just a little too good at your job.
Oh, yeah? Well, they can get themselves another sheriff. All these people care about is how much money they can make. They don't care who they make it from. Those outlaws have shot more people than we'll know in our lifetime. This town's getting a little greedy for me.
Luke, come back here. You know you don't mean that.
I reckon he does. I ain't never heard him talk so much all at one time.
Smoke signals, Jumper. Prairie dogs asking the other chiefs for a powwow. That's a bad sign.
How do you spell Crazy Coyote? With one smoke cloud? Two.
With two.
crazy coyote with 2 clouds? How ignorant can you get?
Crazy Coyote, my chief. Prairie Dog invites you to a powwow.
May someone respond that Crazy Coyote, chief of the Sioux, will attend this powwow. May someone prepare my horse. Squaw, I won't be home tonight. I will be spending the night at Prairie Dog's teepee. Crazy Coyote has spoken.
Well, don't go riding through the prairie like savages. Squaw has had the last word.
Powwow. Sick Eagle accept. Send signal to Chief Prairie Dog that I accept. Send signal to Chief Crazy Coyote that we ride together. And send signal to the Chief of the Arapaho to see if he is invited to powwow.
May someone respond to Chief Sick Eagle that Snake in the Grass has been invited to Prairie Dogs. To Chief Prairie Dog to thank him for having invited me. And the Crazy Coyote to let him know that I'll pick him up on the way. Save hay, share a ride.
Tell everyone, Nyaweha. Thank you for all the messages. Over and out.
Something's going on, Jumper. We better check it out.
Where do you get all those bright ideas?
Ming Lee is back.
I guess I have to live with pink faces after all.
You mean pale faces?
Maybe for you, maybe for you.
It says that way.
Then let's go that way.
It says this way.
Then let's go this way. And now what?
I've never seen this one before.
Just stop playing Indian and I'll take you there.
Doc.
Where?
I'm all for
Let's
it.
skip the formalities. I'm for war against Daisy Town.
But you don't even know the reason yet.
Come on, come on. The white man's ruining our ancestral grounds. Declare war and get it over with.
Let's not lose our heads. We have an agreement with the white man. I propose we smoke peace pipe, then go to him and...
We smoke the peace pipe.
Yeah, then...
War.
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 I'm outvoted.
He's outvoted.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, two feathers. One feather.
Whittle them off.
Thanks.
You know how when you take a trip, coming back home seems to take half the time it took you to get there? Well, in this case, it's true. I've never seen the scenery go by so fast.
Breathe.
Oh, I can't do it.
Jumper,
I don't want
breathe.
to. Oh,
Get up.
I'm
Get up.
not gonna make
Gotta
it.
warm
Oh,
Daisy Town.
Oh.
Come on, Jumper.
I can't
Don't
go on.
drown on me.
Oh.
I need you.
That's more like it.
Attaboy.
I hate to cross rivers.
Hey, it's the sheriff! He's back!
Oh, Luke, thank goodness you're back.
Those Indians gonna attack, ain't they? Yep.
The Daltons stirred him up, didn't they?
Yep. They coming at daybreak? Yep.
Thanks for the warning, Luke.
I know what we'd ever do without you.
And what about me? I didn't exactly see him walking.
I couldn't have done it without Jolly Jumper.
Oh, 'twarn't nothing.
Get your souvenirs at the Daisy Town Massacre. Get them right here today, right here at Daisy Town. These wonderful bowler hats, genuine souvenirs are $1 a piece or two for $2. Get them while they last, while the rush is on right now. Genuine souvenirs at the Daisy Town Massacre. Right here today, right here. Hurry up, the rush is on. $1 each or two for $2. Right now, today, right here in Daisy Town. You aren't going to find a deal like this anywhere.
Everybody take it easy. Don't shoot till you see the whites in their eyes.
They ain't moving. Can you see the whites in their eyes?
No, not really. One, a little bit out in front of the others. I still can't make out the whites of his eyes.
Averill, get back in line until I tell you to.
I got dust in my eyes. I can't see where I'm going. Look at my eyes. They're all red.
I don't want to look at your eyes, Averill. You advance when I give the command. Who's the boss around here anyway?
You are, Joe.
Who?
Joe.
Men, light your arrows. And remember, wait until they get real close before we shoot them.
But Joe, that might start a fire.
That's the whole point, you idiot. Bullseye! Let's get them!
Bucket. Yeah, that'll be $1. We gotta have to put out the fire. Business is business.
What's the matter, Averill?
I can't find my arrow.
Forget the arrow, Averill.
Fireman! Come on this way! Upstairs. Wait, dollar! These huts are dollar! Wait, these huts are $1 a This is not holding these huts! Hey! Wait! They holding these huts! But these huts have holes! These huts got holes in them! Well, that's what I've been telling you all along! And now you're blaming me for it! No refund!
It's getting harder and harder to see the whites in their eyes.
Yeah?
When you finish playing cowboys and Indians, you'll understand who's in charge here. Those attacks look good on the drawing board, but in practice, they would have wiped us out. It's you Daltons who have caused all the trouble, because you have it in for Lucky Luke.
Yeah, he always put us in jail.
Shut up, April.
Prairie Dog has signed treaty and keeps his word. We go to Daisy Town in peace.
I see him! I see him! I see the whites in their eyes!
No, fella. Will you come back here?
I really did see the whites of his eyes.
Chief Prairie Dog, my friend, it's good to see you again.
Yes, Lucky Luke, it's good to see you. Could I speak with you for a moment in private?
Sure.
Around her neck, she wore a yellow ribbon. She wore it in the springtime and in the month of May. Hey, hey, and if you ask her why,
They're always late, aren't they?
Yep.
who was far, far away, far away, far away, far away, far away. Oh, she wore it for her lover.
Company!
Far away. Far away, far She wore it for her lover who was far, far away. Around her knee she wore a purple garter. She wore it in the springtime and in the month of May. Hey, hey, and if you asked her why.
This is a rather embarrassing situation. We got a little ahead of ourselves, I think.
Yeah, I know. The Daltons fooled the settlers, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If it's all right with you, it'd be better if both sides just forgot the whole thing.
Works for me.
For her lover who was far, far away. He opened the door. Her father kept it shut. He kept it in the springtime and in the month of...
Well, I guess there's no need for a new peace treaty. Everything's settled.
My brother has spoken well.
Chief Prairie Dog hasn't spoken bad either.
Far away, far away, far away. Oh, she keeps it for her lover who is far, far away.
This is my, well, some friends of mine.
Oh.
I thought you might need some help. This is Michael, Lieutenant Reed.
Now we smoke peace pipe.
Laryngitis.
Oops. I'll be late for my next battle. Cavalry can't be late. Come on, men. We're out of here.
Sorry, I've gotta go. I promised my squaw I'd be home right after the battle.
Please, my brother, I really must get going.
Company, coming.
Upset stomach.
Don't look at me. I gave up smoking.
Did you fall off, Joe?
No! I always get off this way!
Come back here! You forgot something! You're going back to jail.
Not without a fight, Renette.
All right, boys. Now maybe we can have a decent gunfight. I can't sit around here all day waiting for some action.
You want me? You're gonna have to get Averill first.
Oh, yeah? And if you want Luke, you're gonna have to shoot me first. Whoa, what am I saying?
Yeah. Way to go, Luke. Should have shot him, Luke.
Let's listen!
That in a long time.
We're gonna get you now, boys. You're really gonna know what sorry is.
Swing in by midnight.
I've got a better idea.
Loves me. Loves me not. Loves me. Loves me not. Loves me. Loves me not.
Cut it out, Averill. Which way?
Ain't it nice to be back home, Joe?
Get out of here, Bushwhack.
Wonder what's for dinner tonight. Hope it's chicken.
To Lucky Luke. To Lucky Luke, who taught us there's more to life than material things. Long may he be our sheriff. Luke, we salute you. Come on up here, Luke. Come on, get us to speak. Talk to us. Talk to us. Come right on up here. Come right on.
Well, I didn't do nothing special. Just doing my job.
Whoa! They found gold at Oak Gold!
Perfect for pain and gold, $10 a piece. 2 for $20, $10 a piece. Perfect for pain and gold. That's it all. These hats are perfect for pain and gold.
Oak Gold? Is that east or west? Never mind. Don't tell me.
You going?
No. I kind of like it here. How about you? Daisy Town still needs a sheriff.
Come on, Luke, we got a sunset to catch.
I never settled in one place before.
I know.
Come on, cowboy.
Of all the lonesome cowboys in the West, I figure I've gotta be the lonesomest. I wanna ride the range where there's lots of elbow room, feel the wind blow free, and smell the sagebrush bloom. Gotta be on my own time, singing my lonesome cowboy blues. Yes, I'm the lonesomest cowboy that I know. But when it comes to courting and such, I move real slow. Met a pretty gal at your two-get hitched the other day. My horse got so upset we rode the other way. I gotta be on my own time, singing my lonesome cowboy blues. Some folks think it's heaven in a hotel with their puffed up pillows and their quilts piled high. Well, I don't hanker for no hotel. Just wanna kick my boots off by the campfire's glow while the lonely coyote cries. Well, my bed is my horse and saddle, and my blanket is the sky. Of all the lonesome cowboys in the West, whose furs I can see, I'm still the lonesomest. Beneath the prairie stars, I'm gonna drift and dream tonight. May never find what I'm looking for, but then I might. So let me be on my own time, singing my lonesome cowboy blues. Just living the life I choose, singing my lonesome cowboy blues. Hoping along down the trail of the Navajo, hoping along into the sunset's golden glow. And could have lived the corral with my old pal, singing my lonesome cowboy song as we go low, loping along. I keep searching for that something that I'll never find, but still, just can't help wondering as I go wandering Will it be waiting just over the next hill? Waiting just over the next hill. So don't be surprised if you should meet me along life's highway. You're loping along across the prairie moon on a purple skyway. May never find my dream, but I'll keep hoping. May never settle down with a guy worth roping. Meanwhile, with my old pal, I'm strong, and I'll just keep eloping along. Eloping along. Singing my lonesome cowboy song. Loping along. Loping along.